Alright guys, today very important video. I've actually, don't mind my face, I just woke up, but I've actually recorded this video 1 hour ago and I forgot to record my screen, so I have to do it all over again, but it's fine.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Anyway, today I'm gonna present to you the Kickstarter page for our next comic, Chaos War. And yeah, it's super important for me to explain everything in details because this campaign is, in my opinion, really sick. We already did one 6 months ago, for those who don't know, for our first comic, Genesis, and so we'll do it again for now our second comic, Chaos War. But first, for those who don't know what is Kickstarter, it's basically a platform for like independent creators, like comic franchise, and basically everyone to create campaign for their project. It can be a comic, a video game, any product, and they will set a financial goal. For example, for this campaign for us it's 7,000, and if we reach that goal, all backers actually get charged of the money they gave to support the project. For example, you can support here our campaign by buying our comic, Chaos War. I mean, that's a good way to support it. But you only get charged at the end of the campaign after the 30 days, because the campaign lasts 30 days, and only if we reach the financial goal to produce the comics, etc. So I think that's a nice system, both for the creator and for the backers. And furthermore, what is really exciting about Kickstarter campaign is that there are stretch goals. So stretch goals are basically all the financial goal you meet after so for us it's 7,000. So for like 12,000, 70,000, you will unlock a reward for free that will get that each backer will get for free if they backed the project. I will talk about it later, but in our case, and I think maybe it has been done before, but I've never seen that on Kickstarter, every backers will get one comic for free. This means if you back one comic, you support the campaign and you get Chaos War, you will also get another comic, which is Character Chronicles. But yeah, I will talk about it later. So let's start with our campaign. As you can see here, it's the main cover. This is basically the pre-launch page. The campaign, I forgot to say it, that's the most important, will launch on August 5th. And so if you subscribe to the campaign, you will basically be notified at the exact moment the campaign launch. And that's actually quite important because the more if you want to back this project, if you want to get our comic, if you do it early, it will help us with the algorithm of Kickstarter page, because so every project, it is kind of not in competition, but Kickstarter selects manually the project they like to show up on the main page of Kickstarter. So basically it will attract a lot of people if they see the project on the main page. And one of the criteria to get on this main page is to have a lot of backers day one, like to fund this project very quickly. And so by subscribing, you get the notification when the project is launched, and so you can back this project very early, and it helps us a lot. So if you want to get yourself a copy of Chaos War, do it early. Like, it helps us really a lot. So you can subscribe here. So far we have 24 subscribers, but ideally before the campaign's launch in 2 weeks, we should have at least 500, maybe more. It would be great. So here's the page. So it starts with what on earth is Wolf. By the way, what I really like about our page is that there are a lot of custom art made by one of our artists, Mounier, the guy who makes Character Chronicles. And so it really gives this cool and unique identity of the Kickstarter page. So here I just explain a little bit what is WOF for those who don't know, because who knows, maybe we will attract people who aren't familiar with WOF, who just spend time on Kickstarter reviewing different projects and come across our projects. So it was important for me to explain it. Here you can see Dawizi spinning the wheel. So I show the wheel, I explain what we did, our first comic Genesis. I will put the link of the Kickstarter page, of course, so you can, if you want, you don't have to pause the vid to read everything. You can just go there and read it by yourself. And then here I directly start the explanation about our main product, like Chaos War or comic. So I can't reveal much, but I try to reveal enough so it's tease you and you want to know more and you want to get it. So I'm gonna read for you the little teaser I wrote. So a hugely powerful being crashes on a remote island and is rescued by a genius robot who forges him a terrific suit of armor with an insane look. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a gladiator grapples with a mammoth-mounted warrior fueled by an unknown energy to save a kid caught in the chaos. And above it all, in another realm, the mightiest gods alive starts trading blows over a prophecy. So that's basically what is Chaos War about. That's a lot of chaos. And I don't even know how we managed to put that in only 28 pages of story. But we did it, and the result is amazing. Wait, I think I missed something important first. Chaos War, so Genesis was the introduction of the whole WoW multiverse. So basically the beginning of everything. So before season 1, season 2 on TikTok. And Chaos War is actually the comics on the Universe 1, and Universe 1 is season 1 on TikTok. So if you're an OG and watch the TikTok spins since the beginning, you will find in Chaos War some of the main characters, some of the best spins of TikTok season 1. So that's the whole concept about WoW, to use the spins in different projects. And yeah, that's so fucking cool. For example, the tournament winner, Space Invader, he is the main character of Chaos War, and you will find many more season 1 characters in this comic. What I also explain here is that Genesis was only 28 pages, including the covers, and here Chaos War is 32 pages, including the covers. So we extended 4 pages, which is huge in my opinion, and I'm really proud of that, and that's thanks to your support during the first campaign. So yeah, here then I show 3 pages here. So here you can see the gods fighting. Here there is Marches fighting against the mammoths. I don't know how to pronounce that. The mammoth, I don't know. And then here you have Space with Proteus and his sick armor. And so you can get the big picture of the art style used in this comic and see if you like it. Personally, I like it. The artist is still David Boller, the same artist for Genesis. He works on Batman, Superman. He works for Marvel, for DC Comics. He has 27 years of experience. He's a fabulous artist. That's such a great opportunity for us to be able to work with him. So obviously, personally, I like the art, and I think many of you will like the art too. But yeah, you can see here 3 pages. And then we start, so the most interesting part, or at least the part I need to detail the most, the tiers. So there will be different tiers for everyone, and I will explain here one by one what do they include. So first we have the PDF only tier. So here, as the title says it, you only get the PDF of Chaos War for $4. So every time you will have the price of the chairs on the illustrations, and we can see it here because it's just the pre-launch page, but on the actual page for the project, when it's gonna be released, you will see on the right all the tiers and clearly see, okay, what is there, how much does it cost, and everything. Anyway, so here for $4 you get Chaos War and also the PDF of Genesis, in case you missed it. And here you will find always below the illustrations bullet points where I've been recapitulating everything you get in the different tiers. So you just need to check that and you'll see like everything you get. Then our first physical tier, where you actually get the print copy of Chaos War for $18. You will also get, so each time, sorry, I have a lot of things to say. I hope it's clear so far. So for each edition, I show the covers below, so you can really see the details and see if you like it. For WoW, I've decided to always go for wraparound cover. This means the back and the front make one big cover, one same illustration. I think it's really cool. I personally like it, so that's why each cover for WoW are always like that. For example, let's take here the metallic edition of Genesis. If you take the covers like this, it makes one big illustration, and yeah, I just love this format. So for $18 you get Chaos War the comic. You also get each time the digital rewards, even if I think you don't really care, but you still get Genesis comic and Chaos War comic PDF only. You get access to the mobile game beta. Basically every tier gets access to the mobile game beta except for the digital tier. And the most important, you will unlock all stretch goal rewards. So I think we might want to skip to the stretch goal rewards first, and then I will go back to the tiers. So basically the stretch goal is the main stretch goal is to unlock Character Chronicles. Character Chronicles is the second comic we produce for this campaign. So the first one is Chaos War, the one you backed for, you support this comic. But if you do support, you will get Character Chronicles for free if we reach the stretch goals. So first, what is Character Chronicles? It's basically 4 backstories of 4 main characters in Chaos War. Because so for the Genesis campaign, we did this set of cards as a stretch goals. So basically, I forgot to explain it, but once you reach the initial goal, so for this campaign it's 7,000, each, for example 5,000, you will unlock something for free. And here for the last campaign, you were unlocking 1 card each, I don't know, each 4,000 reached maybe. And so at the end, it gave this booster card of 10 cards, 10 holographic cards for free to each backers. So which was really cool. People love it. But for this campaign, I wanted to give something even more unique and even better. So people really feel like, okay, I'm backing this project, but the money I'm giving to support this project is actually worth it, because I don't get only 1 comic but 2 and some other things. And yeah, Chaos War is only like, it's 32 pages but only 28 pages of like pure story, and it's not a lot to give a lot of context to all these main characters, and Chaos War include lots of different characters. So I decided to produce Character Chronicles, where, as I said, it's 4 mini backstories of 6 pages of Marshes, Mordred, Proteus, and EFTs. So you get a lot more context about these characters, and yeah, I just think that's so cool. Here is how the stretch goals are splitted. So first, from 12,000 to 27,000, so that's the money raised on the campaign. You might think it's a lot, but last campaign we actually raised 50,000, like approximately. So I assume we will easily reach these goals. So here you can see that at 12,000 you unlock Marsh's backstory, the PDF version only, 17,000 Proteus backstories, 22,000 model backstories, and so on. But the cool part is really starting from 32,000, where you unlock the print edition of Character Chronicles. So if we reach $32,000 raised on the campaign, every backers except the digital tier backers, sorry guys, will receive a printed copy of Character Chronicles. So that's, I've actually never seen that in another campaign, so I think that's really good and really unique to WoW. But then it doesn't stop there. At 35,000 you will get a PDF version of Proteus Inventions notebook. I cannot reveal everything, but basically Proteus is a genius robot in Season 1, in Universe 1, who actually created the cyborg race. If you've seen, it was cyborg or android, I don't know, I think it was cyborg, but yeah, during Season 1 there was a cyborg race, and Proteus is the one who created those. And so he's genius, and I thought it would be cool to make a little notebook with him writing not only just his inventions, but basically any like observations he has in his labs, or like projects he's been working on. And so yeah, that's basically what is Proteus Inventions notebook. By the way, shout out to Bella on the Discord, who made this, who wrote this, so huge thanks to Bella. Then at 40,000, and that's such a cool reward in my opinion, you get a poster of Spaces. So Space is the Season 1 winner and Chaos War main character, and he has this sick armor designed by Proteus himself. And so you get a poster of the blueprints of Space armor designed by Proteus. The armor includes a lot of different gadgets, power, and you have everything details on the poster. And yeah. And then the last two stretch goals for 45,000 and 50,000. We might add more stretch goals if we go up to 50,000 raised, but we're not yet there. We're not there yet, sorry. At 45, you get plus 4 narrative page. So basically you get 1 more page per story. So for the moment, each story is a 6-page story. So it will become a 7-page story. And then at 50,000, you get 4 mini covers in between each story. So for example, Mordred's backstory will have splash art cover. EFT backstories will have splash art cover. And so it adds, again, 4 more pages. So at the end, it makes this comic a 36-page comic if we reach all the stretch goals. So it's even bigger than Chaos War. And you get that for free. So, I don't know, in my opinion, that's a pretty good deal. And yeah, that's basically everything about the stretch goals. And as I said, you can just go on the page to read it yourself if you want to know more details. Sorry. Back at the tiers now. I don't know where we were at, but yeah, I think we were at the first tier. So for $18 you get Chaos War and all the rewards of the stretch goals and the mobile game beta, and basically all the tiers after that you always get the mobile game beta and the rewards from the stretch goals. But as I said, you can see every time what the tier includes here. It's always recapitulated. At $25, I made a special tier where you also get a copy of Genesis, of the original cover, in case you missed it. So it just adds $7 on the top of the initial tier at $18. Then you have the variance tier, which like Genesis, we did the same. We had basically 4 different covers and editions. So starting with the original, then you have the vintage. Basically the vintage artist is the same. Wait, I will show you maybe on the screen, it will be easier. So you see this cover as the vintage cover made by the vintage artist, of course, and the vintage artist is the one illustrating Character Chronicles. So if you like this cover, there is a 100% chance you will like the art style in Character Chronicles. And the vintage artist has personally, it's my favorite art style. So the vintage cover, then you have the metallic. You have the metallic cover here. So here, this one for Genesis, you can see. You see better here. You can see the reflections, the light. It's really cool. It's a bit expensive to produce, but I like the outcome. And here for Chaos War, the metallic part will be the lightnings coming from Space's armor. And so it will look, it's a shame I don't have the comics here yet, so I cannot show you how it looks, but it's gonna look really good. And the last one, it might be my favorite cover for Chaos War. It's the cover for the hardcover edition. So you can see it's way more thick than the regular floppy, just because it not only includes the classic pages, but so you have the pages here, and then you have the sketches of the pages, and at the end you have a few behind the scenes pages made by David Bowler, where he describes the process to illustrate the comics and basically everything. So this edition has known a great success for the first campaign, and by the way, for those who don't know, I mean, I think no one knows because I didn't talk about it. It's very recent, but you have all the comics, the Genesis comics, available on our website, so you can purchase them. It's quite expensive because our fulfillment partner in the US is quite expensive. But yeah, I was thinking about that because I think I've uploaded that on the website like 3 days ago, and already like 5 people bought the hardcover edition. So yeah, I think it's the favorite edition for many of you. So yeah. Anyway, so here I put some of the sketches, and then the next tier is the all comics tier. So this one is pretty easy to understand. You basically get all comics for discounts. Here it's for $90, but if you calculate like the cost of each comics at the end, I will do it with you. So you have the original print edition at 18, plus the vintage at 22, the metallic at 28, and the hardcover at 38. So it makes a total of wait, I'm so bad. 88 plus, what did I say? 98, 106. So you get a $16 discount, and it makes $16 discounts. It's basically like a 15% discount, which is not bad. I mean, if you want to collect all the comics, you should definitely get this tier instead of just because you will be able, I didn't talk about that, but for example, you can pick the first tier. So sorry, it was here. You can pick this tier where you get the Chaos War copy, and at the end you have a step at the checkout where you can choose another reward, not a whole tier where you get discounts, but just a reward. So for example, you can buy Chaos War and just get the vintage edition that add this to your to the checkouts. I don't know if I made myself clear. It's pretty easy to understand when you will be on the website. But yeah, so you have to pick one tier, and then you can add extra products to it if you want. But with buying the tiers directly, you get a discount. Hope it's clear. Anyway, so that's it for the all comics tier. Then you have the shareholders tier at 250, so we're starting to get into the premium tiers. So here, obviously, you get all the comics first, then you get this fantastic wolf cap that I love. I wear it almost every day. You also get a wolf sticker. I cannot show it because it's on my laptop. But you also get all the it's here. All the perks that come with the shareholder statues, which usually run at $25 each month on our Patreon. And so basically, what's a wolf shareholder? It's someone who wants to be involved in the decision-making process. So basically, I will run votes on Discord for many different things. I'm actually taking all the decisions alone, and I often need help. And when I need help, I always go to the shareholders. So for example, for this campaign, they've decided about the different covers, what covers they wanted for the comics. For example, I was showing one illustration. Is this illustration worth to be a cover? Yes, no. Then they decide. You also obviously get all the leaks before. For example, the shareholders have been able already to read all the sketches of Chaos War way before the campaign. They see all the leaks before, the lore, everything. But the most important part is really you get to be involved in the creation process, the decision making. So this tier is not for everyone. It's really for people who want to participate to wolf growth, to want to take decisions, to suggest ideas, and it has a lot of potential. But I think we're still in the early stage, and I will try to rely a lot more for the next projects on the shareholders, because as I said, sometimes personally I like something, but it's the majority of people don't like it. So it's actually a good thing I run a voting session. So we decide what's the best path and action for wolf, and not just my favorite thing to do, because my favorite thing to do isn't necessarily the best thing for wolf. So yeah, that's basically what the shareholders chair is about. Then you have my favorite chair, the Warhammer chair. It's at $380, so it's quite expensive, but not that much actually, because by producing this thing, it's fucking heavy. Producing this thing was expensive. Like just for the prototype, we had to pay like 1,400, I think. Obviously here, when we produce for the backers, we'll pay cheaper, because I hope many people will buy it, and so the more people buy it, and the less expensive it is for us. So that's how we become profitable on the Warhammer. But the price is really fair in my opinion, considering how expensive it is to produce. So you do get also Character Chronicles, the mobile game beta, but here you don't become a shareholder and you don't get all the comics. It's just Chaos War and the Warhammer, because as I said, the Warhammer was just too expensive and we cannot give everything in this tier to the backer. I've put an image of the hammer. Let me know in comments if you think that image is good enough, or maybe if I should put a little video where I present it more in details. Anyway, so the seventh... Okay, I'm back on the page. I had a little issue. So yeah, I was saying, so the next tier is basically everything we offered so far in the tiers. So you get the Warhammer, but you also get all the comics, you also get the Wolf Shareholder cap, you also get the Shareholder statues, you basically get everything. Again, maybe I should, but I didn't calculate the discounts, but it's probably like a 25% discount on the whole package. Okay, sorry, I ran out of storage on my phone. Okay, so now there are only 2 tiers remaining, and it's the 2 most important tiers. First, the Wolf Arena tier. So for those who don't know, Wolf Arena is the name of our mobile game. And here, so you get everything listed before, so the Warhammer, all the comics, the Shareholder statues, etc. But you also get the opportunity to create your own character on the mobile game. Because for the moment, there are only like 11 races, and each race has 3 different skins. So for example, there are 3 different skins for the werewolves, 3 different skins for the human, and yeah, and so on. And so there are not much customization to your character. Here you will be able to design it as you want. It will be made by our 2D artists. You just have to pick a race on the wheel. You cannot like create something that doesn't exist in the Wolfverse. Then you will be able to give him the stats points, because like each race on the mobile game has different stats. For example, the orc has way more strength than the goblin has way more speed, and here you will be able to you have maybe like 25 stats points to give to your character where you want. So if you want to give more in speed, durability, fight, strength, power, IQ, it's up to you. And you will also be able to create a title to your character. Here you can see I have my character Lebold, and Lebold has the NPC title, so you'll be able to create your own title. And finally, you will be able to create to design a special ability. It's not something big like a huge power, but for example, in the game, I don't know, the dwarf, 1 hit out of 5, he will hit with a pickaxe instead of any other weapon he used, or his punch. Or I don't know, the android, he has a 5% chance every turn to use laser eyes instead of just a regular attack. So it's just small abilities like this, but that you will be able to design, and that should make sense with your character. Obviously, I will be monitoring what you do, because it's not a pay to win. Your character will be as balanced as the other races in the game, and I will make sure it is. Yeah, you can basically do everything you want. I didn't wrote it on the page, and I need to add this, but this tier is only limited to 10 people, because after that it would be too many people, and I wouldn't be able to take care of everyone. So yeah, only 10 people. And lastly, the last tier, the animation tier. So this one is really expensive, because animations are fucking expensive. It's a shame that I haven't uploaded yet the new animation, because it's actually the animation that the backers paid for during the last Kickstarter campaign.
No, I left.
So basically what you get here, so everything that's we listed before, except for the mobile game character. The mobile game character is only for the Wolf Arena tier. But here you will get a spin on TikTok for the season 8 with your character created, and then you will get a 2-minute fight animation with your character and the other characters from this tier, because this tier is limited to 4 people. So the 4 people, it's gonna be like a rumble. They will fight during 2 minutes, during a 2-minute animation. And you will be able to write the scripts and to make the voiceover if you have a decent microphone, obviously. But yeah, so I like this tier personally because it's basically the essence of WoW, to create a character thanks to the wheel and then to use it in a much bigger project and to participate in this project. However, it's really expensive, so please support and take this tier only if you can. I say that because during the last campaign, when people bought it, but he could barely afford it, and it was really not a smart financial move. And I don't want people, I want you to support this campaign, to buy the comics and any tier only if you really want to, and if you can afford it. I know that it's kind of sounds stupid for me to say that because it's obvious, but I still say it because we never know. People are usually, not usually, but sometimes too generous, and they should just keep their money or at least spend it more wisely. I'm not saying supporting WoW is not wise, but I'm saying that you should only support it with the funds you have, and not all in WoW. Anyway, so that's it for the tiers. We covered pretty much everything. Here you can see a cool video of one scene in the animation. The stretch goals, we already covered it, and then for the rest, I will let you read it yourself on the page if you are interested. For example, we talk about the game plan, so basically how will go the production, what are the estimations for the shipping, and what do you need to do after the campaign ends to get your comics, because you will receive an email where you can fill with your address informations and everything we need to ship you the comics. And I'm just gonna end with the shoutouts and giving credits to everyone who helped for this campaign, because I'm not alone in this. As you already know, we have many people helping on Discord and many freelancers working with us, many artists. So first, obviously, there is David Boller. As I said, the man of experience, 20 years of experience in the industry, have worked with Marvel, DC, all the big companies, all the big names. I don't even know why he accepted to collaborate with us, but huge shout out to him, because I don't know if we would have known that big of a success with Genesis if he wasn't the artist. So yeah, huge shout outs. Then Mounier, it's a much how do I say, newer, he's a new artist. But he's the one who made all the illustrations on the page that you can see here. So huge thanks to him. He also the one who made the vintage covers for both Genesis and Chaos War. And he is the one currently making the illustrations for Character Chronicles. I love this guy. It's been so easy to work with him. So yeah, huge thanks to him too. Then there is, Aaron Chaps, who is the script writer. So basically we have a lore team writing the backstories and everything, but then we send it to Aaron Chaps, who transform the lore into a professional script. And what I mean by professional scripts is that beside just the story, you have all the indications for the artists to make the pages, like how many panels per page, what the panels look like, what is the angle, like what are the characters in this page, what are they doing. Like he basically sets all the instructions for the artist, so the artist can just follow this professional scripts and make the books. So he has been doing an amazing job, and he also worked for Marvel too. So I have really talented guy in the team, and I'm really grateful for that. Then we have the lore team. Obviously, as I said in the Q&A video, nothing would be possible without them. Currently, we are working on season 2 on TikTok. Like the Universe 2, so that's the season 2 on TikTok. But yeah, huge shout out to them. They've been giving so much effort into this, so much time too, and we've spent like hours brainstorming on Chaos War. Like we have threads in Discord with 3,000 plus messages. So yeah, that's just a stupid amount of time spent into this, but they've been doing it, and will be forever grateful for all the help they've been providing for WoW. So yeah, huge thanks to them, and give them like love on the Discord. Tag them, tell them that you love their stories, because they're super talented, and yeah, they deserve even more recognition. And from this team, there are two people that deserve even more recognition. It's Bella and the Only Cobra, because those two people basically wrote all backstories for character chronicles. Bella wrote Proteus backstory, and Cobra wrote March's, Mordred, and EFT's backstories. And they also wrote all of Chaos War before I sent it to Aaron Chaps to make the script. So yeah, just that got interrupted, but yeah, so huge thanks to Cobra and Bella and the rest of the lore team. Shout out to Sian too, who left the lore team to focus on his personal life, but he helped a lot on the brainstorming for Chaos War. So huge shout out to him, because I remember Cobra and me and him spending like days on the plot points and figuring out like what would be the best for Chaos War. So yeah, I think that's it with this video. Please, if you have any question, about the campaign, any concerns, anything, ask me in comments. I always read all comments, so please don't hesitate. And yeah, see you in the next video next week.